Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Isla Zasandulo in Call of the Wild, theAngler. So last episode, we've just been trying to complete a little bit of the main mission that we've got for Shisanyama here. And I just need to try increasing our hook size a little bit more once again. We caught a grass carp that was a size, a bronze rank in sizing. So now we just gotta step up, and I think we've got the right hook size combo and bait for it. We just have to hope there's one in the area that'll strike on this that we've cast out now. I'm kind of also hoping to be able to knock out a couple of the challenges slash missions with one catch, but we'll have to see if the game is going to be nice and give me the fish I'm after or not. So all we can really do is just cast out and wait and see what happens here. I'm probably going to have, once we get to the spin fishing challenges and such, I think that one's going to be much more enjoyable because there's a little bit more interaction in trying with things where we are much more easily able to stay active trying to retrieve the hook. Even if fish don't strike it that often, at least there's more input for we have to cast out and retrieve it. Here, we just kind of have to cast out and wait and see. I also don't know if I should be looking at trying to make more use of, like, some of our bait feeding stuff, or what? Because it does take, I think it said, well, it's like 10 pieces of bait to toss the thing out once? I think it was something like that. So I'll probably eventually start playing around with that a little bit, but actually I want to see how we're doing. Okay, we got 11,000 for our funds right now, so I was going to say, once we have a little bit more secured balance in like our wallet and such for picking gear up, maybe we'll try getting the other baits and see, or start tossing hand baits out. But just like that, it seems like nothing is now interested in that. I'm kind of tempted of trying to go after some of these other challenges that there are, but with having to go for like gold ranks, I have to first try to make sure I can get like even their other rankings for what we're going for. Yeah, just watching it float out to open water. Yeah, it says... the problem with that, though, is... Okay, is there anything else? It does say they might go for pearl barley. I could give that a try. No, pearl barley, I guess the hook size is too small for it right now. Or too small or too big? Too big. We'll try the cheese and see. It's kind of feeling like, as much as you would think those first listed baits on one of the species might have a higher or better chance of getting their focus or attention, it might not actually be the case. So we just gotta try basically anything till we get some kind of action. I know setting it down to the lowest hook depth is probably not the move to make, but we'll just see what happens. But then our rods, the Inhale is a feeder rod, the Marksman we can probably put back in, the Stalo we're still working on. Reels, we could probably look at even picking up some more, or some new equipment with all the funding we've saved up. But yeah, not having anything really interested in coming after it, is it? Okay, here, we'll set it back up to 0.5. I'll just do a small cast right in front of us and see. I doubt it'll change too much, but you never know. But I don't know if the float is the issue and it's like causing us a lot of problems, or what is going on with it. But it feels like since we switched over to it, we just have not really had all that much focus or interest from a lot of fish. It reminds me a little bit of us trying with the float from Troll Spirit. Well, I'll try a cast over there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to do or try. I want to hold off from, like, tossing the hand baits out, but it might be that to encourage both using that method and to try to get you to buy the DLC stuff that gives you, like, the little bait boats. Maybe they've made it so that way it's a little harder getting fish interested in, like, their baits and such without. Because, like, I think almost every single listed one here, Lake Mix, Boily's Natural, Advantage, Pellets Regular, and Match Blend. Yeah, there's quite a number of them that do list, like, the high impact, like, those specific ground baits to use for them. Okay, I'm going to exit the boat. Okay, well, that just keeps it right there, I suppose. Actually, maybe I'll see about trying to call the boat back so that way I have it away from here. And just try fishing right from this spot. As, yeah, there's a little boat caller or station right over here. Yeah, so get that over here. We'll head back to this other spot that we got, like, the credit for finding the location. And just see about trying to cast straight out without the boat in the way here. Because I really don't think it should be this difficult. But again, unless maybe there's something kind of screwy that's going on with, like, the mission-provided equipment. Like the float, this float, I wonder if there's anything else we'll come across that'll have, like, specific equipment types that just, like, almost put a handicap against you. Because I'm kind of tempted to bring this back in, change the float, cast out. I am going to do this after trying for so long. I know it's not going to give us main credit, but I just want to see if that float is the thing that's screwing us up here. No, okay, no, over here. Hook size 4, we'll do the dough again, and we'll just see if there is a change with this. I doubt there will be, but if there is, it's going to be hilarious to see. I'll just let it do its thing for a while. Again, take our kind of pattern of give it 2 or 3 minutes sitting out there. Well, we know grass carp are in this area. We know mogul go after the doe baits as well. It's just bizarre that it seems like we've lost a complete drop-off of all activity because we increased the hook size a little bit. Now, with how the angler has played all this time, we've seen that it's been pretty linear of if you catch a bronze size at this, if you go up one more hook size, that should make you into silvers and stop you from getting bronze or smaller. So does this like little lake area only have bronze size of a lot of the species in it, or... I am really feeling like we're going to have to bring out the proper hook size chart next week. See if I can find that online for Izilos Asandulo. Because again, it doesn't bother me trying to do trial and error, but it does bother me when that trial and error, which has had a predictable pattern to it, just completely falls flat. And that's what like stuff like this is. And there's no trait on, like, the grass carp or anything for it being... No, it's only a hard fighter and last stand. It doesn't seem to have, like, a time of day preference. The mirror carp's a bottom feeder along with the common one. Unless maybe it is bottom feeder and it just hasn't had that trait assigned to it in the journal. We'll let this float for a few more minutes, see if anything does strike, and if not, then I'll set it down to as low as it can go. Because, yeah, we're using the doe bait right now. And just drifting right on along, not a single thing showing any care. So it's not the float. We'll try hook size 5 again and see. Like, yeah, we got, I think, a little kerper right there. And I'll try bottom again. Just wait and see what happens. There we go. Something's finally showing interest. My guess it might be another bronze rank grass carp, though. Oh, we got a fair bit of pull on it. Okay, this might actually be a silver rank. Because, yeah, we had to actually increase the friction break up to 65% to stop it from taking line out. So it's definitely the largest fish we've had on in the series so far. What species it'll be, I cannot really tell you. I'm thinking it's probably a carp of some kind, given the equipment setup we've got. And it's not really like it's giving us sudden bursts of energy. It's kind of a long and steady fight back against us. Almost makes me think kind of catfish-like? I wonder if this could be like that sharp-toothed catfish that could be on this map since we tried bottom fishing. Yeah, I gotta pump to get it in because it's holding pretty steady with the amount of strength it's still got. Can't... No, that might be a grass carp, actually. Yeah, I think that is a grass carp. There we go. It's our silver one. So managed to get it on hook size 5.
Well, looks to me like you've got the goods. Remember to give back as much as you take and you're in. Welcome to Shisanyama. For real this time.
Okay. So that was actually the main missions for, Shisanyama taken care of. So, what should we look at next? I'm kind of thinking maybe going for, like... Okay, Canary Kerper. Now, we've caught canaries before, and I think I've used pretty small gear for them. So I want to try going to maybe just like a hook size of 9. And try some eggs and see what we get. Just trying to think of... Where does it say they like to live or hang out? Shallow pond, deep pond, lake shore. I'll just try over here and see. Because again, I don't know if this is considered a lake or a pond. It's a little quality of life that I do wish they would let you know, depending on where the player character is in the world, if they're at a lake shore, a pond, or what have you. I'll just let that float for a little bit and see if anything comes in for it. What do the canaries like to go for? Marshmallow, bloodworm, and bread. Well, we could try marshmallow. That's a bait type I don't think I've used all that often throughout all of the Angler. I don't really see anything around here. Maybe I'll try fishing over that way, and we will use the marshmallow and just see what happens with it. And do they have any traits like... No, no traits at all, so should be good to just have them hopefully strike whatever we toss out. Just have to hope there are some in the area. Well, we've already got something interested. I just can't tell from here the coloration. I think it's another Kerper, but I don't think it's a canary. I think it could be maybe a red-breasted? It looked like it had the striping along its back. I can't remember if that's like the blue or red-breasted or what the... No, I don't need the friction brake up that high on the poor thing. Yeah, it's not our canary we're after. But we'll get it in. No, it's actually a redbreast. We'll release you back. I think... Yeah, there was a mission to even go for that. Okay, you know what? I'm kind of tempted... See, this I think might be a pond, so... I'm going to try going up to that little spot and see if we can catch anything in there. I think this is part of the dino park, so there's a fair chance there might not actually be anything living up in that little bit of water there, but I just want to check and see in case. Yeah, if I follow this and take the turns, that'll lead me where I gotta go. That's it, right up here. Oh, no, not up here, but there's a little collectible, so I guess we'll just snag that. Okay. Oh. No, it's on the opposite side here with the big brachiosaur in the water. Or, again, they call it Brontosaurus, but I thought Brontosaurus was kind of debunked as... I can't remember if it's debunked as Apatosaurus fossils or is debunked as Brachiosaurus fossils. Well, let's go fishing around the dino statue and see what we can get. See if we can have any luck here with this. I'd assume this would be considered like a pond. You know, like the little docks that are here, it makes me think that you are intended to be able to catch something in this body of water. I'm just trying to remember. I can't remember if we caught the canary with a size 10 or it was a size 9 hook. I know it was a very, very tiny little thing. Oh, you know, got something. Didn't even realize there was actually anything there. Let's see what we'll pull in here. Because again, I didn't even see a fish, like, playing at it. It's another little... could be a canary, but we'll see. Okay, that's interesting. We actually caught a juvenile on that hook size. So that means... that makes me think we need to try a size 7. Now, unfortunately, that does cut off the marshmallow from being usable. But they will go for bloodworm. So we'll try that and see. Because if we do follow the pattern of one hook size up per rank up, juvenile at 9, bronze at 8, silver at 7, gold at 6, and diamond at 5. At least that would be my thinking for it. Well, we'll have to see. It is at least nice to have steady action happening, though. I'm not sure, it's just, like, the way the water bodies are, where I was trying to fish, just wasn't having much luck. But here, we're starting to see a little bit more steady action. And you're a fair bit bigger. I think you're another red-breasted, aren't you? No, you're a blue kerper. I'll let you go. Because, yeah, I think we've already caught a silver rank size of them. And just see what else we can catch with the same setup. Maybe we'll try going for one more fish, then we'll bring this episode to a close. Now, a little bit of a mixed one, since we did take a while before we were able to get what we were after, but we did at least catch what we wanted. It still does feel like the hook sizing charts, it won't help you so much for knowing what bait to go for, but at least it helps keep your options much more focused and honed on what sizing you're trying to get. You could argue it takes a little bit of the trial and error and experimentation out of the game, but because the baits don't always seem like they are the best bait for the species, even if it lists it, I think you kind of want to help hone in and have your time respected a bit more. I do also wish there might be a little bit of a way in-game to track on what hook size you use to catch each fish. It's like if I check here, yeah, we get score, species, rank, and such, but it doesn't really tell you what setup was used for what you caught. So it's kind of hard to say. Unless you're keeping like a mental total or writing down what you've used to catch each fish, it can be easy to forget what setups worked for what. And we'll let it sit just a couple moments longer, then we'll end off the episode. I'm not sure if I should try for... I'm thinking maybe what I'll do, before I do try for like the gold ranks, I'll just work at trying to get all the silver rank stuff first, and then we'll move on to like another area. Because I know we're not going to get all the species from here, but I can always go... there's that one listed up there. I was just looking to see... Okay, there is another challenge board way up here that we might try going to. And one right down there. So I'll probably try visiting each one. I don't know if there will be a nice little hub with each one, but we'll try to go to each of the challenge boards, pick up everything they have on offer, and they'll help direct us in the episodes for anything to like specifically try for. But it seems just like that, we're back down to no luck for any fish. Yeah, we'll focus first on clearing as many of the silver challenges as we can, then we'll go into the gold ranks that have the specific line strength requirements. Because I might have to pick up a lot of lines from the shop in order to fit and match all the criteria for each species challenge. But not another thing. Well, we can say we at least gave it a good shot. So we'll end this episode of Call of the Wild, the Angler, Azila Zasendulo here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you find comments, tips, or tricks, put them in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, Anglers and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.